What's up, guys? This is Moon Lord here. You already see the title. We're going to be talking about Tekken 8. So before we dive into this topic, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified for more fighting game news and JRPGs here on the channel. So we're going to dive into it. Now, if you guys didn't know, a couple of days ago we had the Video Game Awards where they revealed a ton of world premieres for games to look forward to going into 2023 and beyond. And I must say that the Game Awards, in my opinion, as far as reveals are concerned, because the rest of the show was dog water to me, but as far as reveals are concerned, I was quite satisfied. They actually showed off some games that looked quite interesting that I may want to even give a try here on this channel and talk about in the future. But most importantly for me, the reason why I tuned into the Game Awards is because Harada had made an announcement teasing that there will be an official trailer for Tekken 8. Now, you guys already know when I had my discussion video with Master Boris, and you guys already know my reaction to the State of Play trailer that they have shown off of Tekken 8, man. Like, I'm losing my mind. Like, yo, this is the next gen leap that I am looking forward to. This is what I want to see in my fighting games and just in games in general. Let's just show off that technology of what consoles can do, you know, with this new technology and everything. We finally get the reveal of Tekken 8 of its official trailer, because I couldn't wait to see how these characters are going to look in this new Unreal Engine. Now, before I even get into my overall thoughts of it, I just want to say that my girl Jun is back. Now, is she going to be playable? We won't have to wait and see. But the fact is that she's finally back in a mainline Tekken game, and she'll be playing a major role in the story between Kazuya and Jin. I'm all welcome for it. I'm hyped for it, and I can't wait to see what more they wanted to do with the characters. And also the stage effects, like there's going to be some stage environments and damages that's going to be going on. Hoping it'll probably be similar to Dead or Alive. I think that'd be pretty cool for Tekken. But overall, from a gameplay standpoint, I'm completely fine with this. I'm still looking forward to Tekken. But my biggest issue, my biggest gripe, and my biggest concern, in a sense, I felt kind of deceived. And what do I mean by deceived? Well, I felt kind of underwhelmed after seeing this trailer, is because what we saw at the State of Play with the first trailer, the teaser trailer they had given us between Kazuya and Jin, it just looked amazing. It looked incredible. But then we look at the Game Awards, there's a big difference between what we saw at the State of Play and what we have gotten at the Game Awards in terms of visuals and aesthetics. It doesn't look the same. It doesn't look like high fidelity graphics like what the Unreal Engine 5 actually can produce from what we saw in the State of Play. They look like completely different games. It looks like day and night. And in this trailer at the Game Awards, it looks more like a more upgraded Tekken 7 to me. Now, I'm not saying that it looks bad as Tekken 7, but I'm just saying like it looks a slight step up from what we had in Tekken 7 for all these years. But when you look at the State of Play, it looks like it pretty much did 4 times the leap. And this version looks like a complete downgrade. Now, what happened here? What's going on here? Is because I thought I was the only one that felt this way. I asked my brothers Keel Lancer and DX Strike about that as well, and they said, yeah, like it felt like it doesn't look like what we had seen at the State of Play. And then I went on Twitter as well and voiced my opinion, and I noticed that there were some comments, people going back to the State of Play trailer, leaving the same comments as well, saying, hey, like this trailer looks better than the State of Play trailer. What's going on? Now, I think there's probably 2 possibilities that could happen here, because Harada also had left a statement, because I guess he probably got backlash for it too. And the first thing he had mentioned is saying that the game is still in development and it's not really cleaned up, freshed out yet and everything like that. So things are bound to change as the game progresses, as they show off more. Now, we can give developers the benefit of the doubt. You know, I mean, Tekken 8 is nowhere to be released anytime soon, so we can possibly see the growth and the changes and see what we have seen at the State of Play. But then I also have this question too. If that is the case, then why show us what we have seen, you know, in the State of Play of how visually stunning it looks, and then we get to the Game Awards, you give us a downgrade? Wouldn't it make sense that you give us the downgraded version first to get everybody hyped. So, okay, yeah, Tekken 8, this is that and the third. And then we move up in the game, we start to see the game looks visually more appealing and more stunning, with the Unreal Engine 5. I just think that's kind of, in a sense, to me, false advertisement, is because I call it, and probably many other people probably call it as well, but I call it the Anthem effect, is because if you guys don't know, Anthem had revealed their first trailer, and you see how it looks. 4K, 60 frames per second. The world looks so beautiful. It has a lot of life in it. You see a lot of debris. You see a lot of the nature and the environments as the javelins are flying around through this uncharted planet and everything. And then once we actually have gotten the actual official trailer and actually start seeing some actual gameplay, it was a completely different game, to the point where it was just a complete downgrade. It was kind of like a letdown. We end up not getting those things. And then the same thing with Cyberpunk 2077. We see the first trailer. We see all these people walking in the streets of Night City. It just looks stunning. It just looks beautiful. Like, man, this is the world that I want to be in. And then once the game started showing off actual gameplay, and it looks completely different. Like, the town, the city, Night City is not as crowded as what the first trailer has shown. The visuals took a major hit, and we've seen all of it. And I'm hoping that that's not the case with Tekken 8. I hope that's not the case, where we get this false advertisement to where they have shown us what it could possibly look like, and then we actually get, hey, this is what Tekken 8 actually looks like, to generate hype and false hype for something, and it ends up being a letdown in terms of that. Now, like I said, I'm not saying that this game is going to be bad. No, Tekken 8, I know for a fact it's going to be good, but I'm just talking about from a visual standpoint. And what bothers me and confuses me the most is, if that is the case, that the first trailer we seen at the State of Play is somehow just even though it says actual gameplay or whatever like that, or it's in-game engine or whatever like that, like, why is it that we still haven't gotten to that point with consoles yet? PC can do it with no problem. PC has always been doing visuals, like great visuals when it comes to the games. But here it is, we on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, and we still haven't gotten to those type of visuals. And they can only be like pre-rendered. They can only be rendered as far as like cutscenes, but not playable. You only get it rendered in 60 frames and 4K with those looks, but you can't play the game that way. It can only be shown off as a demonstration rather than the actual game itself. So I'm like, what's going on here? Like come on, consoles. Like, we still haven't gotten there yet? Like, what's going on? I'm seriously baffled and confused by that. So hopefully as we start to see more, because like I said, I'm not going to just jump the gun right away, but I am quite concerned is that Harada-san himself like misled us in a way in terms of the visuals, not the gameplay, but the visuals is concerned. Because I think that's the thing that really pulled me in. Because in my opinion, when it comes to fighting games, the things that pull me into a fighting game is the art style, the graphics, then the characters, and then the gameplay itself. I think that's the major thing that pulls me into a fighting game. How the fighting game looks, its characters, and then once I actually see the game itself or get my hands on the game, then it'll determine whether or not that, hey, this is something I really want to play. But overall, man, like I looking forward to see what more they're showing off, and hopefully I'll give them the benefit of doubt that maybe this is still early in development, and it'll probably eventually look like what we have seen in the State of Play when it comes to the visuals and everything. Now I know that there's still some people that's upset with what they done to their boy Paul. Yeah, Paul look kind of rugged. Like I mean, it's Tekken 8. I mean, these guys are not getting any younger. They're getting older and everything. So I can see the massive changes and the constant changes with with the original legacy characters. But that's overall it for my opinion on Tekken 8. I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time I'm underwhelmed. My hype kind of died just a little bit after seeing what they had presented to us. As I said before, it just seemed like a downgrade from what we saw from State of Play, and it seems more like a little bit like 1 or 2 notches of an upgrade of Tekken 7. That's what it feels like to me. But I definitely want to hear your overall thoughts. What do you think about the potential story for Tekken 8, and how do you feel about Jun finally appearing and returning in a mainline Tekken game? I definitely want to hear your thoughts on that. And as far as the visuals concerned, do you have the same issues that I have from the State of Play versus the Game Awards? And what do you think about the overall new designs of the characters that we have seen so far in the trailer? So definitely your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, definitely leave your thoughts, hit that like button, helps me out in the algorithm. And this is Mugen Lord signing off. I'll see you Game Fiends later. Peace out.